Hello everybody, it's Julia here from the Highly Sensitive Tarot, and I'm back today with a tag. This is by the lovely Laurie at Craggy Brook Witchery, and it's called #Tarot Guide and Seek. And I'd also seen this a VR on the very lovely Elizabeth's channel at the More Intuitive Me, and I really enjoyed both videos, so I thought I'd have a go. It's something a little bit different, a bit more light-hearted. I thought this would be a really nice tag to do at the end of the month. So it would be lovely if anyone else sort of fancied joining in and having a go. It's a nice tag. So I hope everybody is well. I hope everybody is okay. I hope the weather is picking up wherever you are. I know in America you've had a lot of snow and ice and it's been pretty grim. In the UK we've had some snow, but really the worst thing is it just hasn't stopped raining, and I don't think I've seen the sun in the last 2 weeks. We might have had one day of sunshine. It's just overcast, gloomy. You know, when you get up in the morning, even at 8-9 o'clock in the morning, it's still dark, and it's so grim. So wherever this tarot guide and seek is going to take me, I hope it takes me somewhere sunny, somewhere sunny and warm. So I think the idea is that this is a game with all the things that you need to activate the energies as you travel the road ahead. Laurie had written, it's for seekers who like to plan their journey, and there are 9 prompts. The first one is, what tarot or oracle best describes you? And I assume Laurie meant card, not deck. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was card, wasn't it? So I chose, and by the way, this is the Mystical Cats Tarot, which I've been using throughout January as part of the Back to Our Tarot Roots tag, which Kate at Moonflower Moments, her channel anyway, she's been doing for the month of January, where we've been sort of having a beginner's mind again and going back to some of our very first decks. And the Mystical Cats Tarot is a deck that, well, it's the first deck that I bought when I had my YouTube channel 4.5 years ago. I've got some decks that are much, much older than this, but this was the first deck that I bought for my channel. So, and I love it. And I've chosen for what tarot card best describes me as the 9 of Earth. And not because of any kind of real materialistic drives. It's more about the concept of home and enjoying home and enjoying and feeling grateful for what I have at home. And in this card here, we see this cat in this beautiful garden. And that, you know, that's just me all over. It's hard to get me out of my house. So to go on a journey, I would really have to think about that and plan that, because I'm quite happy being this cat here at home. I don't really need to go anywhere particularly a lot of the time. I can suffer quite a lot of anxiety and overwhelm being out in the big wide world around people and noise. So this is me. I nearly chose the Hermit card because obviously I'm a Virgo, and the Hermit is a card of Virgo, but I believe the 9 of Earth is Venus in Virgo also, isn't it? So this is me. Oh, what's happened to my camera? Did that just fall down? Do you know, the thing attached to my table is it's starting to die. I think I'm going to have to buy a new one soon. Hang on a minute. I think maybe it didn't like the candle being underneath it. That's possibly what it is, isn't it? So yeah, I am the 9 of Earth. That is me. And that is me at the start of my journey. So prompt number 2 is, what crystal will you bring for healing energy? Well, I had to choose my rose quartz palm stone. I use this quite a lot. I carry it around with myself quite a lot. Sometimes it goes down my bra. It's often in my pocket. It brings me a lot of comfort. I find it a very, very soothing stone, and it brings me a lot of comfort. So I love this rose quartz. Prompt number 3 is, what herb or essential oil will aid you on your journey? Well, I could have chosen so many here because I'm big on herbs. But I've chosen chamomile. I drink a lot of chamomile tea. I've got my chamomile flowers here. And in this little bag here is also valerian. I have quite a lot of trouble sleeping these days. I'm menopausal, having a lot of hot flushes. So anything really that helps me out with those is a herb that I'm using. And I was just looking through my herb crafters deck to see what herbs in there that I actually use regularly. And I think all of these herbs, we've got chamomile, valerian, my sleepy tea, which, by the way, if you haven't drunk that for a while and you make a strong pot of that, it's quite trippy. I find that I feel quite high actually after a cup of strong valerian tea. So yeah. Cacao. I eat a lot of 85% or 90% dark chocolate, and I think that that would really aid me in my journey, wouldn't it, for some energy and some brain fuel. I eat a lot of mushrooms. I eat garlic every day. I have cinnamon every day with my stewed apples. I'm using red clover and sage capsules at the moment to try and calm down my hot flushes. So they're something I have every day. I have some mint every day, usually in some tea or chopped up with some couscous or some salad. And ginger and turmeric, I drink those every day in a special sort of concoction. I really enjoy those. I don't think I could be without my turmeric and ginger. So really good for your digestion, and yeah, just generally really good. So yeah, I would be hard pushed to pick one herb to take on my journey with me, but I think it would have to be chamomile, just because it's soothing to my nervous system and I need that. So what's prompt number 4 is, what spirit animal will be by your side? Well, immediately it had to be a cat. I mean, I am a crazy cat lady, and I looked in my it's this deck here, the Folktales Oracle by the lovely Hannah Willow, and there are 3 cat cards in her deck. We've got familiar, home, and balance. So I would definitely be taking a cat with me on my journey. But it then occurred to me as well, because the other animal that I absolutely love, I used to ride horses a lot as a child, is horses. And it occurred to me that it is about to be the year of the fire horse, isn't it, in Chinese astrology? So I had a look through, where is the deck? It's this deck here, the Oracle of the Sacred Horse by Kathy Pike and Laurie Prindle. So I had a look through that to find a fire horse. And this is a Maasai war pony. And the keywords are igniting and inner boldness. Let's just have a quick look and see what it says in the book about a Maasai war pony. So this is about desire, will and action So he's been decorated for battle, and you can see the intent in his eye. He's serious about his position and willing to do what it takes to achieve victory. His size often fools others and they underestimate his power. He's bold and daring and has fought many battles to help his people declare their rights and domain. His red aura symbolizes his strength, power, and ability to bring about actions and results. So with him by your side, you can stand up for your morals and beliefs. He wants you to take greater ownership of your vision, so that would be helpful, wouldn't it? He encourages you to be bold and follow your heart. It says you may feel you've bitten off more than you can manage, so examine your plan from all angles. A leader would not want to lose their warriors or horses due to poor planning. Well, no, and as a Virgo, I don't do poor planning. I plan everything. Most things, anyway. He's dedicated to your success and he will carry you over uneven terrain. Well, I'll need that, won't I, on my journey? So the questions are, what do you most want to accomplish? In what ways do you keep yourself small or allow others to have power over you? How can you empower yourself to achieve your goals? Who are your supporters? And in what areas do you need more expertise or energy, and who can help you? Well, I think this pony could help me, because I think the cats would probably rather just stay at home, wouldn't they, looking at these cats? I think the cats are quite happy at home. So I think I will need the boldness and strength and encouragement of the Maasai war pony. So what else have we got? Choose a deck, separate the majors and choose 3. Well, I've already done that. They're over here. Excuse me. Let's put those off to the side. Put those up there. So I had a good shuffle and I chose the sun, death, and the wheel. Put those up a bit more so you can see them. Are they in the shot now? Yes, they are. So yeah, so these will indicate the theme of your journey or the tests or challenges to face. Wow. So we've got the death card here in the middle. So on my journey, there is going to be some kind of major transformation, isn't there? There's going to be a time of renewal, I guess, isn't there? A time of letting go and a time of renewal, a time of transformation, evolving from one thing to another. And I would say that given that we've got the wheel here, that this journey indicates good fortune for me, that there's good fortune. There will be good fortune as the theme of this journey. I think luck will be with me on this journey. And perhaps I should be following the sun. I said about the sun, didn't I? I said wherever it is that I go, I want to see the sun. So I think the sun may well be enough to get me out of my home and to follow it on my journey. And throughout that time, I think fortune will be on my side, as I said. Sorry, I'm distracted. I'm sorry, I was just looking at the birds in the garden. Yeah, I think there'll be good luck. It's a cycle, isn't it? The wheel's always turning. You can sometimes have unexpected things happening with the wheel. Sometimes it can just throw you a curveball, but I think it's generally a good positive card, as is the sun. You know, the sun could be the most positive card in the deck. So I think that this journey will be positive for me. that there will be some kind of renewal, some kind of transformation, that I should follow the sun, follow the heat and the warmth of the sun, and that luck will be on my side. Yeah. So prompt number 6 is, from the 4 aces, choose one. So again, I've already shuffled, and I chose the Ace of C, which is the Ace of Cups. And this is my inspiration and power to call on. Well, the Ace of Cups is a card of, it's sort of about creativity, isn't it? And celebrations and joy and self-love and inner child and just innocence, I think, really, isn't it? It's a very innocent but a playful card, playful energy. Like I said, creative, about self-care, self-love, deeply felt emotions, intuitions, kind of sense of knowing. So if this is my inspiration and power to call on, I think it's telling me that I should use this journey to practice some self-care and some self-love, and to be kind to myself, to enjoy the journey, to experience it through my heart rather than through my intellect, and to just enjoy, to observe the things along the way, like the seashells and the paw prints and the sun reflecting off crystals and shells and the sand, and, to try and lose myself in the experience. So for prompt number 7 is, gather the court cards and choose one for a meditation. This is your guidance and wisdom. Well, again, I shuffled and I chose the Fire Tom. So this is the Knight of Wands, which, if this is my meditation for guidance and wisdom, he's skillfully kind of navigating around all these candles and all of these flames, isn't he? Being very careful not to get burnt or set his tail on fire. He's being very skillful, isn't he? So the Knight of Wands is a very fiery kind of energy. It can be quite impulsive, it's quite confident, can be a little bit reckless, and some might argue that this is reckless for a cat to be in amongst all of these candles, but I guess he's fearless, isn't he? So if I was going to take guidance from the Fire Tom, it would be to be fearless, to fully immerse myself in whatever is going on around me, to be confident in my abilities, to have a sense of adventure. And that would certainly be something that I would need to meditate on, because, as I said, I'm quite happy to be this cat here, the 9 of Earth at home. I'm quite happy to be there. I think also this Fire Tom is just, and all of these flames here, is just making me think about my menopausal hot flushes, about how, to give me guidance and inspiration on ways to cool those down. Maybe I need to go into the sea. Maybe I need to spend some time in the water. So prompt number 8 is, find a deck with scenic pictures and choose one for the terrain. And I chose, where is it? It's the Tarot Landscapes, which is by Francesca Mattioni and Yoshimari. It's a beautiful deck, and I gave that a good shuffle, and I chose, or I pulled, the card was the 2 of Wands. So this is the terrain that I will be moving through on this journey, which is beautiful, isn't it? And actually has now I'm looking at it, actually has very similar themes to the garden. Maybe I'm not actually going to leave the garden. Maybe the garden is just so vast that I'm just going to go on an adventure around my garden with my cat and my horse. But these are very similar, aren't they? We've got an arch there and a circle there looking out into this vast sort of garden. Flowers and butterflies. It's beautiful. Obviously the Two of Wands is an energy of, it's a choice, isn't it? It's about planning, about what are your next steps, where are you going? And so it's like looking out through here, where will this take you? Where, you know, what's through the trees, what's through there? But whatever it is, it's very nice. It looks like a place I would be happy. That's for sure. So, what else do we have? The last prompt actually is prompt number 9, and that is a gift, a pocket oracle for nightly contemplation on my journey. And I don't have many pocket oracles actually, so I've chosen the Rebel deck, which I'll give a quick shuffle to, and I'll choose a card for my nightly contemplation. What would be good for me to contemplate and think about when I'm sat with my lovely cat and my horse on my journey? Oops. So we have masks off, authenticity, masks off, authenticity. Let's have a look. I'm going to read from the book for this, because I did go on to Amazon and buy the guidebooks for these two decks because I like them so much. You get like a PDF, but I'm not big on PDFs. Here we are, masks off. Come on, George. Authenticity is calling, urging you to shed the roles and personas you've worn to fit in. This card invites you to be completely unapologetically yourself, free from expectations. Only by being genuine can you connect with your true self and align with those who appreciate you as you are. The process of removing those masks may feel vulnerable, but it's a journey towards liberation. So maybe that's what this is. This is my journey towards liberation. And if I was going to be unapologetically me, well, unapologetically me is the cat in the garden. Embrace this moment of honesty, knowing that it will lead to a deeper, more fulfilling connection with yourself and the world around you. So the declaration of defiance is, I release all masks I've worn to fit in. I embrace my true self with love and confidence. I trust that being authentic attracts the right people and opportunities into my life. And the truth bomb is, what masks have I been wearing to please others or fit in, and how can I show up more authentically in my life today? Well, I would say actually that looking at all of this, this is me. We've got horses here, we've got cats here, we've got the suit of emotions and cups, which is very much me. I would consider myself to be an empath and to be very compassionate. I'm an INFJ, so I'm quite introverted. I'm a real feeler. I love my home. I'm never more happy than being at home. I could easily follow the sun. I believe that life is a process of transformation. You know, I would like to think that I am trying to be a self-actualizing person, in that I'm always trying to serve my higher good and be my best self. All of the things that I love are here, my rose quartz, all of my herbs and plants. And even the terrain here of the place that I chose to travel through. This is me. You know, if I'd chosen a desert or the seaside or mountains, that wouldn't have been authentically me. But this garden definitely is. So I think this little reading here actually is extremely authentically me. And actually this masks off. You know, I was diagnosed with autism several years ago, and not wearing a mask, not masking anymore the things that, you know, I struggled with, my sensitive nervous system, etc. That was something that I had to look at very closely at that time and stop trying to fit in with others and just accept who I am, and that my nervous system is sensitive, and that to constantly put myself in positions that are not comfortable is not always for my higher good. So anyway, this has actually been really useful and really quite powerful. I've really quite enjoyed this actually. I think the whole thing has been a little bit of a sort of meditation in who is Julia? What makes Julia happy? How would I choose to live and be, you know, given the choice? And really what I've got here on the table is how I choose to live now. The only thing I don't have in my life actually is horses, which I greatly miss from my childhood actually, but everything else here is a part of my life. So yeah, I've really enjoyed this. So thanks to Laurie and to Elizabeth. I really enjoyed their videos also. I'd really encourage anybody to have a go at this tag. I think it's really, really nice tag, quite fun, and like I said, quite useful. So I'm sending everyone my love, and I'll see you all again soon. Please do say hello. And yeah, I'll see you all again soon.